videos of Young Miami and Southside have surfaced on social media, and there's a whole lot of razzmatazz and fuss about this particular picture. Well, it turns out that these two were spotted having some good time in a nightclub, and looking at the chemistry, fans are alleging that Miami is completely down with Diddy and has moved on with this dude. Now, there is an interesting fact about these two because it turns out that both have been, dating before. In fact, they have dated before. So this actually is not the first time that Southside and Young Miami apparently are moving or hopping up. Well, during today's episode, let's get interactive. This is a trend hopping action. You know what to do. Do well to subscribe to our platform for more news. Do well just to click on the subscription button so you get yourself notified anytime we are active here. Okay. So quickly, I'm sure most of you have seen the visuals about Young Miami and Southside circulating on social media. Basically, now there is a whole fuss about it because one would have thought that Young Miami and Diddy are still in a relationship. Yes. So honestly, when I did see this visual, I was like, okay, so what's happening? Is Miami done completely with Diddy? Is she not standing against or beside Diddy anymore? Has she now come to realize that Diddy apparently is guilty of all the sexual allegations that was meted against him? Is he actually is he actually guilty of all the horrendous and salacious allegations against him, or basically she just does not want to associate anymore with Diddy? So these particular people were spotted in a nightclub, I think in Atlanta. And guys, let me just give you a whole idea about what happened. So as you can see on your screens, these two were having more like an adult session. When I say adult session, what adults do? Yeah, basically this is Young Miami and Southside. Now the funny thing is these two dated somewhere before. I think they started dating somewhere in the for a number of years. I think somewhere in 2017 they were dating, and they broke up in 2019. Then Diddy came to the picture. So I'm really surprised seeing them once again in this romantic lecherous scene. Now, it's leaving fans to think as though Young Miami is completely down with Diddy or just does not want to associate with Diddy anymore. Or maybe perhaps she feels like if people are incriminating Diddy in this conversation, she just would have to be smart to leave. But girl, you can run away from this. She cannot, right? She cannot. There's no way Young Miami can run away from this conversation of Diddy's assault because she has been with Diddy ever since. And I'm sure she knows most of everything that we don't know. She has to come out and unravel most of them. But one funny thing, is the fact that they were dating before. They were in a relationship. In fact, they have a child together. They have a child together, guys. And the name is Summer Miami. Only for us to see these two back again after this. Well, we all do know that Diddy apparently is embattled. He actually is dealing with so much, and I actually feel for him. Like, dude is going through so much. He's actually going through depression, humiliation, annihilation, just name it. Every sort of depression, Diddy is actually going through it. And only for us to know that his legitimate wife, well, they're not married, like fiance, that's Miami, is leaving him literally, and is going back to the ex. Now this is one of the most excruciating things I've ever witnessed. So what is Young Miami actually telling us? Is she trying to tell us that officially she is done with Diddy? Is she trying to say that she's back with her ex? Is she also trying to say that Diddy is guilty? Again, is she trying to tell us that all the speculations and rant on social media about the whole malicious claims and the whole sexual scandals that Cassie also brought? What really is happening? Because this looks very fun. It looks very, very fun. So fans want to know exactly what is happening between Young Miami and Southside. Just look at these two. Very, very incompatible. Like, it's like they know exactly what is happening between them. And she's not shy about it. She's not shy about it. Like fans are saying, this is the time that Diddy needs Young Miami the most. But indirectly, girl is trying to tell us that she's done. She's complete. Now, I feel for Young Miami also because honestly, no one would want to be entangled with all this drama. One person, Diddy, He's been allegedly linked to, sexual scandals. He's been allegedly linked to, attempted, murder or something of Tupac Shakur. Just name it. Just name every notorious act, and Diddy's name will pop up. This recent TD Jakes thing scandal, he actually also. So everything about Diddy is very scary. And no lady would want to associate with such personality. So just maybe she's had enough, but must you really go back to your ex? Like, that's why I say this is very excruciating. Young Miami had nowhere to go than to run back to her ex, Southside. Really? Now, I think I did chance also in a tweet 2 days ago or so, when Southside apparently was calling out Diddy, saying that Diddy should actually come to take Young Miami away. Now, indirectly, it feels as though he was standing on something. Like, literally, it feels as though Young Miami is the one pushing herself towards Southside. Yes, I do know that they have a beautiful child together, Sama Miami. But dude was actually calling Diddy, come take your woman, because she's actually, imposing herself on me. Only for us to see that actually she did it, and they actually inside, the club having an adult time. Dude, you actually have to be careful, because if you don't get scared, of Diddy, then I don't know which kind of superhuman you are. Diddy is very scary. Take it or leave it. He's actually scary. No matter how down he is currently, you actually have to be scared. Unless, of course, he's behind bars. I'm not saying he's a monster, though. But literally, you all have to be scared. 50 Cent has been on Diddy's neck since this whole Cassie expose. Even before, he has been talking. He knows much about Diddy. He knows a lot about Diddy. So if you're not scared enough hopping up with Diddy's fiance, Young Miami, then you actually have some superpower somewhere, because if dude actually roars right now, you'll have to know where to go back to actually enter his cage. So Young Miami allegedly going back to her ex, that is South. I'm sure most of you didn't know that Southside is Miami's ex. Well, I've told you. They have a beautiful child together, Sama Miami. And these visuals you see on your screens happened inside the nightclub. Well, only God knows what happened after this beautiful, visuals you see. Some fans are saying that, they went inside the bedroom. Well, I was not there. I cannot say for a fact. Well, the coming days will be very interesting. Let's know what you think about it also inside the comment section. Thanks for watching.